Hi, I'm Susan Evans from susanevans.org, and today I'm going to show you our Modern History Notebook. To begin, you want to decorate your notebook in order to show some of the things that happened in modern history. You can either draw pictures and color them or use stickers. We use three-dimensional stickers of soldier types of things, and we used stickers for the letters, okay? And you want to have a pocket in the front of your binder for your Modern History Notebook. And also along the side you have the spine that says Modern History and the name of the child. Okay, so you have the Gilded Age is the first section, and we are using, I got these pages from All American History, Volume 2, that we are using, and it is for junior high and high school level, and so we're talking from the Spanish-American War all the way to the present day, okay? And so it's basically after the Civil War. The book covers the Civil War, and that's one unit. And then it's the Gilded Age, which is another unit. And then you have the World Wars and the Depression. And then you have the Cold War era. So you have 4 different kind of blocks or unit studies, or however you want to do that. I like to have a black outline around the different flags, but you wouldn't have to do that. Over here in World War II, I didn't have the black around it, but it kind of makes it pop a little bit more if you use black. All right, we had some maps. We went to a turn of the century home that was a Victorian style home from the Gilded era, and so we described what that house looked like at the turn of the century. And I also include the tests in here. Okay, now flags and stuff like that to see who the Central Powers and the Allies were from World War I. That's helpful to know. We have maps and things like that from the Triple Entente and the Triple Alliance. More things from World War II. Trench warfare, we wrote an essay about. The 1920s, we did a party for the 1920s, and that will also be on my blog. And so they discussed what the 1920s are, what it was like during that time. We read The Great Gatsby, and that is a high school level. Do not really read it to younger kids. It has infidelity in it and cuss words and things like that, but we addressed a lot of those issues from a point of view where you can shape and mold your kid's character, even with giving negative examples. Because, I mean, the Bible has negative examples everywhere of things you shouldn't be doing, and so you have instruction that is both positive and negative if you have a biblical perspective. Also, we studied the Great Depression, and so they were able to write a paper about the Great Depression. Next, we have the World War II, and so we have some pages, some map work, the people involved, more maps. We wrote about World War II and what it was like. And then also we read The Hiding Place by Corrie ten Boom, that talks about the Holocaust, how the Jews were sent to concentration camps and that kind of thing. And so we had some really good discussions about that as well. And then finally, the Cold War era. We talked about, the Soviet Union and the United States, and how we had nuclear weapons aimed at each other and that kind of thing. So it's really an exciting time in history to study modern history, because those things just happened, and you can interview older people about some of those decades where different things happened, especially 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Those are all very distinctive decades, and some of my kids did papers. One of my kids did a paper in the 1970s. One of my kids did a paper in the 1980s. So you could choose, give a variety of writing assignments that your kids can do about modern history. So this is our Modern History Notebook. I'm Susan Evans from susanevans.org. Thanks for watching.